Today is Saturday, the 20th of June, and we are reading from day 171 of the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. Day 171, the separation of the priest. That which is holy, said the teacher, is that which is separate, set apart for the purposes of God. Israel was called to be a holy nation. In order to be a holy nation, it had to be a separate nation. Within Israel were the Levites, and as God's ministers, theirs was a more holy calling, so they had to be separated from the rest of Israel. And from the Levites, God called the Kohanim, the priests, with a holier calling. So the Kohanim had to be separated from the Levites. And from the priests, God called the high priest with an even holier calling. So the high priest had to be separated from the priests. Every degree of holiness was masked by an equal degree of separation. That which is holy must be separated, and this has everything to do with you. How? I asked. Because it is written, you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession. So, if you belong to God, you're a priest, one of his Kohanim, and every priest and holy vessel must be separated from everything else, set apart to God. But the days when people were separated like that are gone. Yes, so now he separates his priests by other means, by whatever it takes to separate them from everything else and bring them to himself. He will use everything to bring you to himself, to separate you from the rest of this world. The rejection of men, disappointment, heartbreak, crisis, hurt, sorrow, disillusionment, unfulfillment, discontentment, trouble, abandonment, failure. Whatever it takes to separate his priest from the world and to himself. So then all things are used for holy and sacred purposes, right? And more than that, he said, all things were, in the end and from the beginning, holy and sacred. No matter how they came or how they felt or what they involved, they were, by reason of their purpose, holy. They were the vessels in the holy separation of the priest, and he will continue to use them as much as they are needed to bring his priest back to himself and closer to himself and to greater realms of the holy. For that which is separated to God is holy. The mission. Today, give thanks for all those things that brought you to God, even the heartaches, as the holy separation of the priest. And we are reading from Exodus 28, verses 1 and 2, Ezekiel 44, verse 16, 2 Timothy 1, verse 9, and 1 Peter 2, verse 9. May the grace and peace of God be with you.